Hello and welcome back to Language Flow. I'm your host, Melody.
And I'm Avery. It's great to be here. Today we have a really interesting topic. Melody, I want to start with a big question for you.
Okay, I'm ready.
Do you think social media is making people happier or more lonely?
Wow, starting with the deep questions. My first thought is a little of both. I feel more connected to my friends who live far away, so that's happiness. But sometimes seeing everyone's perfect photos can make me feel a bit left out.
Exactly. See, for me, I lean more towards lonely. It feels like we are watching hundreds of people live their lives, but we aren't really part of it. It's a strange feeling. And I think almost everyone listening has a phone and uses social media. So this is a topic for all of us.
Right. So today we are going to explore this, the good, the bad, and everything in between. And to all of you listening, think about that question for yourself as we talk. So, Avery, let's go back in time. Curious, what was your very first experience with social media?
Oh, this is a fun memory. It was definitely MySpace. I remember spending hours choosing the perfect song for my profile and arranging my top 8 friends. It felt so important at the time.
The top eight, yes, that caused so much drama. For me, it was early Facebook, back when it was only for university students. You had to have a university email to join. It felt very exclusive and simple. You would just write a status like, Melody is studying for her exam.
Right, it was less about photos and videos and more about simple updates. It felt smaller. Now, social media is this huge global thing.
It really is. And on the good side, it helps with connection. And when we say connection, we mean the feeling of being close to people. My sister lives in a different country, but I see her kids grow up on Instagram. That's a wonderful thing.
That's a huge positive. You can keep in touch with family and old friends from school. And you can also meet new people. I joined a group for people who love hiking, and I've met some really cool people there. We've even gone on a few hikes together in real life.
That's amazing. It creates a sense of community. A community is a group of people who share interests, so you found your hiking community. The power of finding people who just get it is incredible.
Yeah, there is. The dark side of connection is comparison. That's when you look at someone else's life and compare it to your own.
Exactly. You see someone on a beautiful beach vacation and you're sitting at your desk working. It's easy to forget that you're only seeing the highlight reel, the very best moments.
No one posts a picture of themselves stuck in traffic or washing the dishes. But your brain doesn't always remember that. And this is a big part of what influencers do.
Right. An influencer is someone with a large online following who can, well, influence what people buy or think. They often show a perfect, very attractive lifestyle.
And sometimes that's great. I follow some influencers who give amazing travel tips or book recommendations, but sometimes it just feels like one big advertisement. It can make you feel like your life isn't good enough unless you have those clothes or go to those places.
That leads to our big word again, loneliness. It's the feeling of being alone or disconnected from others. It's ironic, isn't it? We can have 500 friends online but still feel lonely.
It's very ironic. I read a statistic that said higher social media use is often linked to increased feelings of depression and loneliness, especially in young people. It's like we are looking for real connection in a place that sometimes gives us the opposite.
Wow, that's powerful. And I think part of the problem is just the sheer amount of time we spend on it. It's a huge distraction.
Oh, for sure. A distraction is something that takes your attention away from what you are supposed to be doing. I'll pick up my phone to check one message, and suddenly 45 minutes have passed, and I've just been scrolling endlessly.
Me too. It's designed to do that. The apps are made to keep you on there for as long as possible. For some people, it can even become an addiction.
An addiction is when you can't stop doing something, even if it's bad for you, and you feel anxious or upset if you can't do it. I definitely feel a little bit anxious if I forget my phone at home. Have you ever felt that way?
Oh, absolutely. It's like a part of me is missing, which is a crazy thought. It's just a device. This actually makes me think of something. Have you ever tried a digital detox?
A digital detox, like no phone, no social media for a period of time?
Exactly. I did it for a weekend once. The first few hours were hard. I kept reaching for my phone without thinking. But by the second day, it was peaceful. I read a book, went for a long walk. I felt more present.
That sounds amazing. I haven't done a full detox, but I did delete the apps from my phone for a week. I could still check them on my computer, but it made it much less convenient. And I was shocked by how much free time I suddenly had.
Right? It makes you realize how much time you spend scrolling. Okay, that brings us to our next section, a few fun hypothetical questions. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
First question, and for everyone listening too, could you stop using all social media for 1 month? No Instagram, no TikTok, no Facebook, nothing.
Oh, 1 whole month. Wow. I think I think I could, but it would be very difficult. I'd feel out of the loop with my friends' plans and news, but I also think I'd be more productive and maybe even happier. What about you?
I agree. I think I could do it, but I'd have to tell everyone first. Like, if you need me, please call or text me. I think it would be a really good experiment.
Yeah. Okay, next question. If you could keep only one social media platform, which one would you choose and why?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Hmm. I think I would choose Instagram. I'm a very visual person. I love photography, and it's how I keep up with my close friends and family. It feels the most personal to me. What would you choose?
That's a good choice. For me, it might be YouTube. I know some people don't think of it as social media, but it is. I learned so much on there, how to fix things, new recipes, documentaries. It feels more useful and less about comparison.
That's a great answer. And of course, it's where our podcast lives. Okay, final question, and it's a big one. What would happen if all social media just disappeared tomorrow?
Ugh, disappeared completely? The first day would be chaos. People wouldn't know what to do with themselves. But after a week, I think people would start calling each other more. Maybe we'd meet up for coffee more often. We might actually get bored. And boredom can be good for creativity.
I love that. The return of boredom. I also think news would travel much more slowly. We wouldn't have instant updates on everything happening in the world. It would be quieter, maybe a bit more peaceful.
That's a really good point. Okay, I think this is the perfect time for a mini debate.
Okay, let's do it. It's a friendly debate, of course. I will take the positive side. Social media generally improves life.
And I'll take the negative side. Social media generally creates more stress and unhappiness. You can go first.
All right. My main point is connection. Never before in history could we so easily stay in touch with people across the globe. It helps us feel less alone. It allows us to find our community, people who share our unique interests. You can learn new skills, discover hobbies, and even find job opportunities. It opens up the world.
That's a strong point. But my argument is that this connection is an illusion. It's not real connection, it's quantity over quality. You're not having deep conversations, you're just looking at photos. It creates constant pressure to perform, to look happy, to have a perfect life. This leads to anxiety, comparison, and stress. It distracts us from the real world and the people right in front of us.
But what about social movements? Important information can spread around the world in minutes. People can organize for positive change. It gives a voice to people who didn't have one before. It's a powerful tool for good.
That's true, but that same speed allows for misinformation and negativity to spread just as quickly. It can become a very toxic place with cyberbullying and arguments. It can damage mental health. We spend hours consuming content that often leaves us feeling empty or worse about ourselves.
Okay, okay. I think we both have very good points. And the truth is probably somewhere in the middle. It's not simply good or bad.
I agree. It's a tool, and like any tool, it depends on how you use it. You can use a hammer to build a house, or you can use it to break a window.
That is the perfect analogy, which brings us back to our big question for today. After this whole conversation, what are your thoughts now? Are we more connected than ever or more disconnected than ever?
I think we are more connected on the surface, but more disconnected in a deep, meaningful way. We have more ways to talk, but we might be having fewer real conversations. We know what 500 people ate for breakfast, but we might not know how our best friend is really feeling.
I think that's it exactly. It gives us the feeling of connection without the effort of real relationships. Real relationships take time, energy, and being present with someone. Scrolling through a feed is easy.
So the key must be balance. That's our last important word for today. Finding a good balance means not having too much or too little of something. It's about finding that sweet spot.
Yes, it's all about balance. Using social media to arrange meeting up with a friend in real life, that's a great use of the tool. Staying home and scrolling through pictures of other people having fun, not so great.
Exactly. It's about being intentional, asking yourself, why am I picking up my phone right now? Am I trying to connect or am I trying to escape?
That's a powerful question. So, as we wrap up, what's our final message to our listeners?
I think it's this. Technology is a wonderful thing, but it's here to serve us, not the other way around. Be mindful of how you use it. Curate your feed. Unfollow accounts that make you feel bad about yourself. Follow accounts that inspire you or teach you something.
That's great advice. And remember to put the phone down sometimes. Look around. Talk to the people you are with. The most important connections are the ones in your real life. Invest your time and energy there first.
Well said. This has been a really fascinating conversation. Thank you, Melody.
Thank you, Avery. And a huge thank you to all of you for listening to Language Flow. We hope this conversation was useful for your English practice and gave you something to think about.
Join us next time for another episode. Until then, take care and keep learning. Upbeat Language Flow outro music fades in.